Welcome back to the Full Force Combat podcast. I'm delighted to be joined today by Manchester's own The Boom, Leigh Cohoon. less than a week away now, big man. Yes, team pain, baby. Team pain. Less than a week away now, brother. How are we feeling?
I feel fucking mint, mate. I've struggled for the past few weeks getting my weight off, mate. I won't lie to you. I boxed, I think it was the 8th of November at heavyweight in Greece. And then I got back, and obviously I had 5 weeks to make middleweight. I've not been down this low weight-wise for about 13, 14 years, I don't think. So it's not been easy, but I've done the hard part now, and I'm actually lighter than I planned on being at this stage. So it's all under control, and I'm raring to go.
So with that, how are you feeling physically with that challenge?
Good. Like I say, I've had a few, I don't say dark moments, but just like days, I'm doing fucking long hours at work. I'm getting back, I'm going to go for a run, or I'm up early, I'm just doing like 18 hours at work, and fucking I'm just drained, 'cause 1,000 calories a day when you're a skinny fat man like me, it's not, it's pretty fucking ruthless. So it's hard. It's been hard. But I've done the hardest bit earlier, if that makes sense, so I can have a bit more recovery and a bit more in my body this week, should we say, so to get me feeling a bit more normal again. So I feel good. I trained this morning with Ben and with Scott, and felt on fire, to be fair. I got blasted yesterday in the gym, strength and conditioning and boxing with my head coach Andy, and I was sound. It's all come together as I hoped it would. So I'm good, man. I'm good.
Lovely. So it's been like a bit of an extended camp, but within that camp, as you mentioned, you've made your professional boxing debut. Now, it's a bit of a mad one considering how long you've been in fight sports, Cooney. You know what I mean, man? But let's talk about that experience. How did that go for you? And at another weight class, at heavyweight. So yeah, talk us through that experience, man.
It was actually against my opponent that should have been when I made my BKFC debut in February. Babis Clower. But he was apparently in a car crash at the time, and we didn't get a chance to do it. He was like a highly decorated champion. So we was in touch in the summer. He just said, would I be interested in going over to Greece? So I said, yeah, of course. Then the Hall of Champions promotion, sponsored by Lonsdale. So I said, they're quite a big deal. They're a good setup. Made me an offer, and we went over there. We got there. When we got there, he'd had problems with his heart in the afternoon, apparently, and he'd been in hospital all day, so he couldn't get medical clearance. So it ended up being an exhibition bout, but I was there ready to fucking rumble. It's what we do. I'm not messing around. It's if you get invited to another country to box, especially at heavyweight, you turn up ready to kill. So it took the hostility out of it a little bit, really. And it was more of a move round, but good experience. We went there aiming not to lose and not get injured, and we achieved the goal. As box ticked, and it's another weight I've competed at this year.
I suppose you can just call it a glorified spar in a different country in camp.
Pretty much,
yeah. So
yeah.
Happy days. So how did you find it? I know it was only a move around, but how did you find it with the big gloves on? Because you've always done it in the 4 roses and with no gloves at all.
Yeah. It was quite different, to be fair. No, I've not boxed for like a year. It was strange putting them back on, but it's just good to have a box, a bigger weight, no weight cut, no pressure, selling tickets, no animosity. It was just a bit too comfortable in the end. But we were networking as always. We spoke to two different promoters while we're there. We're hoping to make a return next year, so we're always on the prowl.
Yeah, perfect. You've just answered my next question. Has it given you even more of an itch now to go and have a proper competitive boxing match?
Yeah, definitely,
you didn't scratch it properly this time, did you?
Correct, mate. Correct. I signed up for something in the start of next year. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so go into that too much detail just yet, but that's a different weight again for me. So I'm down for this one. I'll be back up for the next one in Feb, and then I've been told that I'll be back down to a lighter weight again in May next year, hopefully. So, but I'm always looking to book things, and I want to stay busy. You know, I'm 41 now. I can't be having long layoffs. I've got to stay as active as I can be. I'm making good progress, I feel, with the BKFC, and I've got to keep this momentum. You know, when I fight next week, it'll be my 5th fight in 12 months. My 4th fight this calendar year, but my 5th fight in 12 months, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm I'm going all out. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make it count, man.
Absolutely. Now it's all good. It's all well and good bouncing through different weights. Just like Michael Venom Page is still doing it now at his ripe old age. So do you think that your age and experience is helping you now, being in what's currently probably the best form of your career right now, isn't it?
Definitely, mate. I think there's a certain maturity about me these days. I've fucking cringed at that word for most of my life. But truth be told, some of the bullshit I've been through the past few years and what have you, I just feel like it's just all served me well. I feel like a long time in and around the fight game has served me my experience, and the maturity of the outside struggles of life and what have you is all just come together at the right time now. And on the biggest platform, fighting for the biggest bare knuckle promotion in the world, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? I'm exceeding people's expectations, and I think we're all just getting started now, honestly, mate. To be honest with you,
absolutely. You mentioned opportunities at the start of next year, but currently the opportunity that's right in front of you is the chance to go 3-0, and it's a guy making his debut who's got a very strong reputation in the gloved game. So, what are your thoughts on Cory Hardy first? Have you seen much of Cory?
I've seen a few of his fights on YouTube. Looks very capable. Obviously, if he's turned over from amateur to pro, he's obviously very good with his hands. I don't look too much at his records. The fucking records are for DJs. Anyone knows that in the fight game. But he's capable. He's definitely capable. Hometown lad, you know what I mean? Getting on a big stage in front of thousands of people at home. It's a fucking dream come true for him. So, I just hope he brings his fucking A game, because I am. And you know, I might not be technically fucking gifted, or I might not be that good on the eye, but I'm a fucking mean old man. I can take it just as well as I can give it. So I'm looking forward to giving the fans what they want. I think that's why the BKFC have nudged us quite out of the car for this one. It's the featured fight just before the co-main, and
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
the featured fight now. It's the pro boxer versus the MMA veteran, and they've sort of thrown him in the deep end here, haven't they? A guy who can box and brawl. Like you said, you've always been used to having the small gloves or no gloves anyway. So, are you going to give him the biggest test of his career, Leigh?
I definitely think so. Yeah, especially if he's not fought bare knuckle before. I think it's a bit of a, when you first get cracked and fucking with no mitts on, it's like fucking hell. You know what I mean? So, but he's had fights. He's been in wars. The ones that's on YouTube anyway. And I've heard he's got a good name. So I'm not expecting to run through him like he's some fucking muppet, but I'm expecting to do that at the same time in my own head, because I feel like I'm on fire, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna go for him. I'm here to get him out of the way. I want to keep my momentum moving forward into the next year, because you know, being all 4-0 is what I want to get to. Keep nudging closer to the fucking top of the mountain, mate. And eventually, I want to be in talks for title contention.
Well, yeah, that you've just rolled me perfectly into it. That fire that still burns. It's we've talked about this, brother. Title contention. It's a new weight class for you. There's some really good names in the mix there.
Absolutely.
2026, your year, Leigh.
100%, mate. I'm gonna win next week. I've got a bit of a awkward one to call at the minute, should we say, in February. I'm not going into too much detail, but if I can keep my momentum going through that, then by the time May comes, I'm all guns blazing. I'm only a win or two away, surely, from a number one titles, a number one contender match or title shot. Surely, I can't be far off.
Absolutely. Now, I think I've got an inkling of what is coming in February next year.
Yeah,
and it is history in the making. That's all I'm going to say. It is a massive opportunity. But before we drift off what's to come this weekend, do you have a message for Cory? All fair in love and war. I know you're not one of them that draws a big animosity anyway. There hasn't been so much as a back and forth for you. So is there any message?
No, I'm not into all that shit, but I know he's going to be ready. But this fucking bare knuckle game's different, mate. I've proven I can get off my ass after being knocked down, full of blood, and come back. And in my 2 fights, I've only been in the BKFC 10 months or whatever, but I think I've proven what I'm about already. And I think he just needs to be ready to be dragged into that war, that dogfight, you know, blood, action, fucking knockdowns, no teeth.
That's his fucking famous party trick,
So yeah, just be ready, man. Let's fucking have it. Let's do it. Let's give the fans what they want. Merry Christmas.
I love it, Leigh. Early Christmas present, brother. Now, just before we go, any sponsors, training partners that you'd like to shout out?
Obviously, the boys at Team Pain are all starting to come through now. The 2 of them fought at Andy's show a couple of weeks ago, Dave and Scott. The time's coming. Ben, my right-hand man, has been analysing my fucking opponents all year. His technical knowledge is priceless. Andy Jones, Daz Stafford, my coaches, keeping me in shape as always. Mrs. Katniss, keeping me fucking fed. 6-1, my new clothing sponsor. Thick gear, top guys. Boxing in the sun. Danny Ormsby and Charlie Hofield running the game as always. Extreme Bar, Wondercoat, and Hoppy Days. And just I'd like to say a Merry Christmas to my babies, Remy, Rhea, and Hallie. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Leigh, that was absolutely brilliant. Straight off the tongue. There was no stuttering there. Straight through. You remembered every single sponsor. The family shout. That was absolutely fantastic.
I'm not fully punch drunk yet.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. And yeah, big shout out to Ben Lowe as well, who's recently got Full Force Combat tattooed on his skin. The absolute legend of a guy. Man. Legend. Leigh, good luck this weekend, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you,
Top man. Thank you.
Take care.